Alright guys, just thought I'd do a little video here on how I sharpen my knives using Lansky sharpening system. I have a few stones and stuff laid out here, and one of the big things is when you assemble these you want to make sure the rods are nice and straight, so you just lay them on a flat surface. Make sure there's no give or nothing there. You can bend them a bit if you have to, as long as they're nice and straight. And got my Spyderco Enduro here, a knife I use a lot every day, and it just needs a little touch up. It's not too bad, but I figured I'd show you guys a little video. And the first thing to do to help a lot is get yourself a nice thick permanent marker, and I'm just going to mark the beveled edge on both sides of the knife. This will help us, that way we can see when we're using our stones and grinding that we're getting that whole edge. So also on our clamp here I got some green painter's tape. That'll just help it get a little bit more grip. And I kind of got an idea. I kind of clamp these, I know where I clamp my knives in the same place every time. So, you know, I just put a third of the way down from the spine. So snug in the front screw first, and then you get some tension with your back screw. And the main thing is that once your knife is in there, there's not a real big lot of wobble to it, right? Alright, so now with our black mark here on the edge of the knife, I'm going to go to my finest stone, which is 1000 grit here. And what I'm just going to do is going to find my angle that I have. Now, I know I sharpen all my knives on roughly between 20 and 25 degrees depending on the steel, but just for the sake, if it was a new knife, I'll start with the lowest and work my way up. And I'll try and get this on video here. So you can probably see that on the lowest setting, try to get that focus there, it's only just taking the top part of the bevel. So I'll just work my way up. Not quite. And here we go. That's as close as we're going to get. So we're on the, what was that, the 20? Yeah. We're on the 20-degree notch. So you guys can probably see there. See where the permanent marker's gone on the back portion of the blade, but not on the tip. So we know that's our factory angle there. So what I'm going to do now is I'll start with my medium stone. If this blade was really beat up, I could go with the coarse, but I don't really see the need. You're just removing extra material for nothing. So start with my medium stone on my 20-degree bevel, and this is VG10 steel, so it's fairly hard. It's not like super hard, but it takes a bit of effort to sharpen. So what I've found, rather than going the full length of the blade, I'll just kind of go in like a sawing action like this here. So I'll make a few passes like that there, and I'm keeping an eye on my black mark there too, right? So that's about 10 or so passes. I'll just show you guys our progress here. So you can see I'm taking all the material off from the back, but on the front we still haven't hit that black edge with a marker, so and that's fine. We'll just keep growing until we get there. So what we're looking for here is to remove all that marker, and what we should feel once we hit that whole edge is a burr along the back side here. So I can feel we're starting to get a burr here on the rear, but not quite on the front yet. So still a little bit more work. So it's not a real big deal to make sure you're counting strokes or anything like that. Certainly not at this point, because we're just profiling the blade. We're just trying to grind over that first side so we feel it roll on the opposite edge. And again, we're still not quite there. Some of your lesser steel knives, this will work really fast. I could have probably done this a little bit quicker using extra coarse stone, but I'm just trying to remove the least amount of material from the knife as possible so the blade lasts me a long time. And we're getting there now. Yeah, just bring this over for a closer look. You guys can see all that. We got all the black marker removed all along that edge. Now I'll switch to the opposite side and we'll do the same thing over here. So we'll spare you the details there, and I'll come back. Alright, so I just got the other side done, roughly about the same amount of passes. Like I said, it's not super important to count, but you can just feel a burr developing on the underside of the knife here. So I'll switch back and we'll start again. And it's important to wipe your blade in between all these passes because you're just helping your stone work a little bit more efficiently. Try that there now. Yep, and I can easily feel a burr all along that there just from those 6 or 7 passes, right? So flip over, same thing on the opposite side. And again, we're with our medium diamond stone here now. Okay, let's see. Yep, we got the burr rolling each direction now when we go on both sides. So I'll just flip and just make one pass just to make life easier on my fine stone, just to knock that burr off. And we want to clean our blade, keep the material out of our fine stone, which will clog up even faster. So we're just going to do the same thing on this, and as we work our way down through the grits, that burr on the back is going to get finer and finer. It's going to be a little bit harder to feel. So we're at 600 grit here now. I should have mentioned the first stone was, I don't even think it says, but I think it's about 300. Yep, no problem. I can just barely feel a little burr there with the fine stone. Same thing here on the opposite side. Dogs are getting impatient. Yep, and we can feel the burr here again on the opposite side. So clean up our blade. And the same thing again, I'll just make this one pass on the other side to make life easier on my extra fine stone. And I don't do a whole lot of work on the 1000 grit stone. I just like to make sure that I got that edge as clean as I can get it. So I'll probably go the same way. I'll do the same motion as I was doing, like a sawing motion again. I think up to 6 or 7 passes. It don't take much once you get down to this point. And again here, you're probably, yeah, I can still just barely feel that burr rolling over there. Alright, let's check our progress here now. Yeah, no trouble to feel that. Okay, just gonna go a couple lighter passes now. Rather than saw, I'm just gonna go nice and light. And the same thing on our opposite side here. Once you get in a rhythm with this, it's not too bad. just a little bit of the same thing I was doing all along. Just that one light pass on the last side to finish it off, and we'll see what we're working with here. So I'll get it in as close as I can here for you guys. See, all our markers worn off. Edge feels nice and refined. I don't really feel a burr on either side, which is what you want. Nice and symmetrical. I'll get some paper here now and we'll do a few cuts. Alright guys, so here it is done. Like I said, I'm not one of those guys that gets too hung up on strapping it with leather and making sure it splits hairs. I use my knives a lot, so as long as I got a nice working edge, I'm more than happy. Try and cut some paper here without looking too awkward. Nice and smooth, no hang-ups. Right along the edge it cuts. Cuts real well. I'll try to get this on camera, but certainly no trouble to shave hairs. And if you got any marker or anything left on your blade, you can just use a bit of rubbing alcohol and that'll come off real nice and easy. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Help someone. Cheers.